Hi friends, it's Mrs. Fontenot. We are going to read a book about a Jewish holiday that people celebrate all over the world, including the United States of America, and this is called Hanukkah. So we are going to read Peppa Pig's Happy Hanukkah, and then I want you to continue learning about Hanukkah and Israel on the website, and also you have a dreidel that you can make to play the game, and I will give you instructions on how to do that. Peppa and George are visiting their grandparents. Peppa smells something wonderful and potatoey. I'm making lot cakes, says Granny Pig. A lot cake is a potato pancake. It's what people eat on Hanukkah. Have you ever had a potato pancake? They're pretty yummy. What's Hanukkah? Peppa asked. Hanukkah is the festival of lights. What else is called the festival of lights? Yes, Diwali is a festival of lights also. People celebrate the festival of lights all over the world. Tonight we will celebrate too. Long ago there wasn't any electricity, says Granny Pig. Do you know what uses electricity? Peppa thinks about it. Television, she says. That's right, Peppa. There wasn't any television. There weren't any light switches either. Back then, you needed fire to see in the dark, kind of like on the candles. That's the menorah. That gives Peppa an idea. Let's play a game, she tells George. We'll pretend we lived long ago when there was no electricity. Peppa turns the light switch off. It's dark. What can we do without light? Granny Pig asks. Peppa thinks about it. Then she gets an idea. We can make a fort. Together, Peppa and George find cushions, pillows, and a blanket. They build a fort with all their materials. But just as Peppa is about to add the finishing touch, George knocks it down. George, Peppa says, that wasn't very nice. Snort, snort, George giggles. The pillows are everywhere. Peppa can't see them because the lights are off. I can't put the fort back together now, Peppa says. Grandpa Pig has an idea. Why don't we light a candle, he asked. Grandpa Pig lights a candle and Peppa and George can see. Peppa and George start to put the fort back together, but before they're done, the candle has burned through. It must have been very hard to live without electricity, Peppa says. Granny Pig turns the lights back on. Long ago, there was a light that lasted for 8 days, she says. We celebrate this miracle by lighting the candles on a menorah. It has 8 candles, and each night a new one is lit. Tonight is the 8th night of Hanukkah, so that means, Grandpa Pig starts to say, all the candles will be lit, chimes Peppa. They also light the tallest candle in the middle. It is called the helper. So see, there's their candles. Do you play any games on Hanukkah? Peppa asked. Yes, Granny Pig says. One of the games is called Dreidel. A dreidel is a spinning top. If you win, you get chocolates. You guys are going to get to make this at home, and maybe you could play with your family, and maybe you could even find chocolates for the winner. Peppa and George cheer. They like games, and they love chocolate. Granny Pig gives every player a handful of chocolate coins. They each put one in the middle. Then she spins the dreidel. It lands on a little letter that is called a nun. A nun means I don't get any chocolates. Kind of like none means no, none. Granny Pig explains, now it's the next player's turn. Grandpa Pig spins the dreidel. He gets a letter called a shin. Oh no, Grandpa Pig grumbles, a shin means I have to put a chocolate in. Now it is George's turn. He spins the top. He gets a letter called a hey. Well done, George, says Granny Pig. You get half the chocolates in the middle. Last, it is time for Peppa. She spins the dreidel. It spins and it spins and it spins and it falls off the table. Oh no, Peppa says. Does that mean I don't get any chocolates? Go look, Peppa, says Granny Pig. What did the dreidel land on? Peppa crawls under the table. It's a gimmel. That means you win all the chocolates in the middle, Grandpa Pig says. Peppa smiles. I love Hanukkah, she says. Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a festival of lights. It is celebrated in the Hebrew month of Kislev, which usually falls in November or December. People celebrate Hanukkah in lots of different ways. They always celebrate the miracle of light. On Hanukkah, a special candle holder called a menorah is used. On the first night, only one candle is lit. On the second night, only two. By the eighth night, all the candles are lit. The candle in the middle of the menorah is called the shamash. That means helper in Hebrew. People use this candle to light the other ones from right to left. Many families eat latkes, jelly donuts, and other food that's covered in oil to remember the oil that burned for 8 days. Families also play dreidel or spinning top. This can be played with candy, cookies, or even gold coins. Some families also give gifts on each night of Hanukkah. Often those gifts include money or donations for those who need it. Now, when you play the dreidel game and you have the symbols, none is for nothing, which means if you land on the letter that means none, you don't get any coins or any chocolates. Gimel means all, which means you get all of them. Hey is for half, which means you get half. And then shen is for put in, which means you have to put in a coin like Grandpa Pig did. So I'll find a video to share with you that shows you how to play this game, but it would be a really fun way to celebrate if you played it with your family. Thank you for learning a little bit about Hanukkah with me. Continue to learn about it on the website, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Thank you, friends.